A state trooper is recovering in an area hospital after being injured in a car accident.
And John Katko is endorsed to represent the Fulton Republican Committee in the 24th Congressional District. Tune in for more. You're watching WTOP Stories. You're watching WTOP 10 News.
Good evening, I'm Robert Hackford.
And I'm Lauren Toscano.
The Oswego 911 Dispatch Center said a New York State trooper was injured in a two-car accident early this morning, which occurred at the intersection on the County Route 41 and Atkinson Road. State police responded to the scene, and the dispatch station stated the trooper was taken to the Pulaski Medical Center with an unknown set of injuries.
Former federal prosecutor John Katko is first choice to represent the Fulton Republican Committee in the 24th Congressional District. The unanimous vote was made by the committee earlier this week, pushing Katko straight to the top. Committee Chairman Mark H. Aldash Sr. commented, stating Republicans have a great slate of candidates, but the committee felt that the best candidate by far was Katko.
Wish your roads weren't full of potholes? Well, the city of Syracuse may have a solution. Syracuse's Department of Public Works has started using a new spray injection method to fill potholes. Developed by Durapatcher, a Minnesota-based company, the instant-setting asphalt material increases the longevity of pothole patches for years. The current truck system cost Syracuse $150,000, and it has been so successful, a second truck is expected to be ordered before the end of the winter. Your cars may finally be saved from unnecessary damage.
Since the start of 2014, a total of 107 main water breaks have occurred throughout the city of Syracuse. Water department crews have been working non-stop trying to fix these issues and keep the system stable. Syracuse Mayor Stephanie Miner commented on the matter, stating that with the city's funds tied, she hopes that the state will aid them by taking some of the financial burden. And now we have your latest Oswego winter story from Robert Hackford.
Good evening, Oswego. We're having some technical difficulties here, but I'm back. If we take a peek outside, we're about 25 degrees out there right now with some partly cloudy skies. We do have winds from the west at about 5 miles per hour, and they're cooling things down for us, and we're going to have a real feel of only about 19 degrees. You want to bundle up if you're heading outside. We take a peek at our regional radar, we'll see some scattered showers from today's precipitation moving out of our area. However, those sunny skies won't stay around for long. Tomorrow we do have some wintry mix moving in. Thursday looks like the day to be outside in the sun before that rain moves back in for Friday. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up in just a little bit, but for right now I'll send it back to the desk to Rob and Lauren. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lucy. And now we will have our very own Robert Hackford with the winter weather in Oswego.
If you've driven around in Oswego recently, your ride may have looked something like this. The culprit, potholes, and there are plenty of them. In parking lots, in the road, it's practically a second job dodging them while maintaining control of your car. I counted alone 59 individual potholes just at the intersection of 104 West and West Bridge Street. And of course, we can't forget the snow. With 18 inches in February alone, we are 8 inches over our yearly February average. Jack Frost has also kept us chilly with a 19-degree average temperature. That snow isn't just melting either. Pallets of snow along walkways and in parking lots like these reach mountain high. This one was an impressive 14 feet high. Quite a mighty climb. And chilly weather is raising all our heating bills with an impressive 58 heating days in which the temperature hasn't been above 15 degrees. The average 46. With icy roads comes, of course, road salt, and with 22 million pounds used nationwide, Oswego surely carries a large portion of that. About 9,000 pounds approximately, getting all over our carpets and, of course, our shoes. Our lovely Lake Ontario is also looking deceivingly icy, but in actuality only 32% is frozen. The city urges to stay off the ice as weak points are unidentifiable. The Great Lakes as a whole, however, are 87.3% frozen. Lake Ontario is just being a little stubborn as always. Well, as you can see, there were a lot of just random numbers in there. I wanted to take a look and just show the people of Oswego what their winter has really added up to, for lack of a better pun there.
That's good because freshmen like me, we have no clue what we got into, so that was actually very informational. Thank you, Robert.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, the next time you take the Thruway, you might want to think twice about stopping to refuel. Earlier this week, Thruway Authority reportedly found a device used to steal credit card information on a gas pump in the Slotsburg Travel Plaza. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but continue to emphasize the importance of high security to protect their customers from credit and debit theft.
Syracuse Mayor Stephanie Miner wants the elevated portion of Interstate 81 to come down. Miner called the road portion a big scar through the city, stating it separates the economic energy of University Hill from the downtown area. The people of Syracuse have expressed concerns about the aging roadway, but are also worried about travel times. Alternative routes are being considered by the New York Department of Transportation, but it is unclear what is to come.
On Wednesday, February 19th, the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures is giving you a chance to delve deeper into the Mexican culture. Located in the Campus Center Auditorium, the department is presenting the 2007 film El Búfalo de la Noche, directed by George Hernandez Aldana. The event begins at 7 p.m. and is free to attend, so make sure you get a chance to stop by. For more information, you can call 312-2196.
The Sheldon Ballroom will be holding an event this Wednesday, February 19th at 7:30 p.m., celebrating composer Samuel Barber. Featured at the event will be Julia Broxholm performing Barber's work, Knoxville Summer of 1915. Other works will also be performed during the evening. Patrons may park in the employee and commuter lots across from and to the east of Sheldon Hall. Tickets for the general public will cost $15, and the student tickets are $5.
Well, coming up next is your New York State news. You're watching WTOP 10.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me back. Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o, capital X, lowercase o. I love you. JK. I hate you. JK. Are you ignoring me? We're in a huge fight right now. Is this something I did?
I can see your lights on. I'm coming over.
This isn't a joke. What'd you dream about? Me? I'm lonely. Holla back. Holla back. Let's try something new. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Lucy Bergman with a look at your current conditions. Right now we do have partly cloudy skies out there with a temperature of about 25 degrees, but our winds from the west at 5 miles an hour are cooling things down out there, so we do have a real feel of only about 19 degrees. We see this cool trend continuing across the western and central parts of the state, mid to lower 20s for that part of the state. Our cool spot is over in Glens Falls, only 10 degrees for them, whereas our warm spot is 37 down in New York City, rather. That is typical for this time of year. It's more mild for them than it is for us here in Oswego. If we take a look at our national radar, we're going to see this area of precipitation that affected our weather today moving off the coast. We are seeing some scattered, if we could take it back, thank you. We do see some scattered showers moving out of our area tonight. Those will be dissipating as the night goes through, and we will see only partly cloudy conditions. 24 is your overnight low tonight, and we do see those winds from the southwest picking up and staying with us as we move through the next few days. Looking at our top weather headlines, we do have a late week warm-up. However, with that comes a wet Friday and a wet weekend. However, as those showers move out, we do have a cold start to next week. We're dropping our temperatures right back down where they should be, whereas we're coming up to 40 degrees on Friday. Looking at our track for tomorrow, we're going to see some wintry mix, and this is because of our temperature of tomorrow. We're going to see some snow showers in the morning, and then that change over terrain that could cause some trouble on the roadways. Tomorrow, your high is only going to be about 37, but because that is above freezing, we're going to see that wintry mix. I want to time it out a little bit better for you. In the morning, we're going to see some snow showers, but by 10 a.m., this rain is sitting right over us, continuing at about 1 p.m. We take it back again. At 1 p.m., that rain still sitting right over us before it changes over to snow at about 5 p.m. for your commute home. So if you're headed out on the roads at that time, you definitely want to take it slow and be precautious because the roads could be messy. Tomorrow night, we're going to see some scattered showers as that storm moves out of our area. An overnight low of 26 degrees. Those winds, again, staying with us from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour. However, we take a peek at late week, we're going to see this rain for our forecast on Friday. It's going to be moving up the coast, and with it, it's going to bring that warm Gulf air with it. However, as it circulates out of our area, it's going to draw back that cold air from Canada, and that's where we're going to see our dip in our temperatures for Sunday and for next week. You can see that 10-degree drop Saturday into Sunday. However, Friday is the day to look at with that precipitation. We are going to have a nice day on Thursday, however, so if you have the chance, you should definitely soak up the sun because it doesn't happen often here in Oswego.
You know, I would say to bring out your umbrellas for this rain coming up, but the wind would blow it away.
Yes, definitely. You want to invest in a definitely heavier rain jacket for Friday. Layer it up because it is only going to be 40 degrees, but you want to make sure you have that protection from the rain and the elements.
And now, Lucy, do you recommend galoshes or standard winter boots going to be okay for this high level of rain we're going to have?
That's an excellent question, Robert. I would play it by ear. If you're stepping out in the morning and it looks like a more wintry mix, you definitely want to put on those rain boots. But for Friday, we should be staying in a temperature that's more rain-oriented for precipitation. So put on those galoshes because you're going to need them.
Well, thank you very much, Lucy.
Thank you, guys.
The head of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey ordered an investigation to look into the actions of the agency's police. It comes following reports that officers told frustrated motorists stuck in traffic to direct their complaints to the mayor of Fort Lee. You'll recall several lanes were closed for several days in September on the busy George Washington Bridge near Fort Lee, creating gridlock traffic. Several state officials are suspected of organizing the traffic mess to punish Fort Lee's mayor for not endorsing Chris Christie in his re-election bid last November. Christie has said he had no knowledge of any political scheme involved.
United States Senator Charles Schumer won't be playing any role in Congress's review of the recent Time Warner Cable buyout by Comcast Corporation. Schumer recently learned his brother is one of the lead lawyers in the case and is taking a step back to avoid any appearance of conflict of interest. Federal regulators and lawmakers will be scrutinizing the recent $45 billion acquisition to see if it follows the United States monopoly and competition regulations. Schumer, however, has stated the buyout will result in new jobs in the Buffalo area.
Conflict unleashed in Ukraine as massive fires burned in central Kiev early Tuesday. It's been the worst day of violence since demonstrators first took to the streets 3 months ago. So far, it has been confirmed that 21 people have been killed in the clashes, including 7 police officers. Protesters set fire to the ruling party's headquarters and attacked police lines on Tuesday. Leading security forces have given riots a 6 p.m. deadline to cease the violence, stating that if their requests are not met, officials would unleash tough measures to restore order. That deadline has since passed.
President Obama has vowed to make 2014 a year of action, promising to take steps if Congress fails to enact his agenda.
Today he announced plans to move forward with new fuel standards for medium and heavy-duty trucks. It's part of a multi-year effort to cut emissions and reduce oil use. Tori Dunnan has details.
Delivery trucks get everything from Doritos to diapers.
President Obama talking trucks as part of his so-called Year of Action, announcing new steps to cut emissions for trucks at a Safeway distribution center in Maryland. It's an executive order that doesn't require Congress.
Every mile that we gain in fuel efficiency is worth thousands of dollars of savings every year. So that's why we're investing in research to get more fuel economy gains.
This is the latest in a series of executive orders from the president, ranging from raising the minimum wage for federal contract workers to combating sexual assaults on college campuses. This week's target, the environment.
We're going to double the distance our cars and light trucks can go on a gallon of gas by 2025. We're going to double it.
President Obama plans to push the Environmental Protection Agency and Transportation Department to come up with new standards for vehicles after 2018. The proposal due March of 2015.
We're offering new tax credits, both for companies that manufacture heavy-duty alternative fuel vehicles and those that build fuel infrastructure so that trucks running on biodiesel or natural gas or hybrid electric technology, they'll have more places to fill up.
The president giving praise to commercial companies for their partnership efforts in fuel efficiency and challenging lawmakers in Washington to step up their game.
If rivals like PepsiCo and Coca-Cola, or UPS and FedEx, or AT&T and Verizon, if they can join together on this, then maybe Democrats and Republicans can do the same.
In Washington, I'm Tori Dunnan.
And now your latest about the PS4 with Amanda McKnight.
And I'll have your sports updates as we talk about Olympic hockey. You're watching W2P10 News.
Hey guys, this is my teenage friend Fred.
Rad! Hey pal, you want to pay attention to the road?
Relax, man, I got it.
Look, my man, if your bad driving gets me killed, you better hope you die too, or I will haunt you silly. And I'm not just gonna float over your bed like, woo! I'm gonna be making a more annoying noise, like, ah! And instead of wearing those long white robes, I think I'll wear something more form-fitting and upsetting. The other ghosts will look and be like, wow, we've never seen that before.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
now we're going to take it to Amanda McKnight about the latest on the PS4.
Hi, I'm Amanda McKnight, and I'm here with LeBron James. Now, LeBron, you're on the cover of the NBA 2K14 game. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The game speaks for itself. It's unbelievable. It's the best game that kind of brought real to the video game setting.
You said video game. Now, your character in the game, can he ball?
Can I ball? That's funny. Somebody wrote a clip.
NBA 2K14 has definitely been improved from the last year. Now, if you are looking for graphic improvements, you may be disappointed because we will not be seeing any major graphic improvements in any game until the new systems come out. But if the player is looking for better gameplay in 2K14, this is your game. There have been over 3,000 new animations added to the game. Moves from dribbling to dunking, this game has become extremely realistic to the real-life NBA. To take it one step further, 2K Sports has teamed up with Stats Inc. to create dynamic living rosters. From the real life into the virtual world of NBA, the players will now perform as professionals due reflecting on the trends happening in every NBA game. If a player is not playing to their full potential, he will not be playing that way on the console either. This goes for every single player on any team that is on the NBA 2K14 roster. With the dynamic living rosters, you are given real data from every real-life NBA game going on. The goals of the developers of 2K Sports was to make this the most realistic NBA game ever. With that, it is more difficult to score in this game with reinforced defense, which makes it very hard to simply jump up and dunk. Also, you can time your block with new improvements so that you can defend the net. Going for a more natural flow of the game by refreshed physics to the motion of the players, they have really made NBA 2K14 come alive.
Well, you know, this interview was really well timed with the NBA All-Star Game just ending, with the East winning, and Kyrie Irving especially scoring 31 points. That interview was phenomenal, I have to say.
Yeah, it was actually very shocking that the East won that game. A lot of people were high on the West with all those All-Stars coming out of the Western Conference, but really the East stepped up. Carmelo, LeBron, like you said, Irving. It was overall just a big shocker on Sunday night.
I definitely agree. Did you catch into the game, Lauren, at all?
Unfortunately, I did not.
A little busy on the weekend. I
Sorry.
completely understand. Well, now we're going to take it, I believe, to Matthew Moran with our sports. So take it away, Matt.
Okay. In Olympic hockey news, the United States is sitting. In Olympic hockey news, the United States is sitting the goaltender that took them to the gold medal game in 2010. Ryan Miller, the Buffalo Sabres goaltender, broke out in 2010 in Vancouver, leading the team to a silver medal. But it's been Jonathan Quick of the Los Angeles Kings that has been the main man so far. Quick has 2 wins in the tournament, including a .944 save percentage and a 1.44 goals against average. We'll see if it's the right decision in the matchup against the Czech Republic tomorrow at noon. Over on the diamond, the opening day for Major League Baseball is only 40 days away, and the New York Yankees manager Joe Girardi made a bold statement today saying that Brian Roberts is going to be his everyday second baseman this season. Roberts is replacing All-Star Robinson Cano, who left for Seattle because of the $240 million contract they gave him. Roberts has been injury-plagued the last few seasons, averaging less than 50 games per season in the last 4 seasons. Roberts has also come out and said, "I'm not going to go in and be Robbie." The Oswego State women's basketball team suffered a heartbreaking loss earlier tonight to the hand of the Brockport Golden Eagles by a score of 51-50. It was a back-and-forth game, and with 16 seconds left, Heather Hebert put the Lakers up by 2 with an easy layup, but then Brockport answered right back with a layup by Alexandra Marshall, along with drawing the foul. She went on to making the ensuing free throw to give her team the lead. Allison Nunziato had the final look for the Lakers, but then it went right off the rim as the buzzer sounded. Oswego will return to action at 2 p.m. on Saturday when it wraps up the season with a rowing contest at Cortland. The Oswego State women's cross-country team has been awarded the All-Academic Team Honors for the 3rd consecutive year by the U.S. Track and Field Cross-Country Coaches Association. To earn this award, athletic teams must compile a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.10. The Lakers posted a team GPA of 3.45 for the 2013 season and were one of the 215 NCAA Division III women's cross-country programs to receive this honor. Oswego State led the SUNYAC institutions, posting the highest GPA out of the 5 state universities to receive this award.
Well, thanks so much, Matthew. And coming up after the break, we take it to the lighter side of news. You're watching WTOP 10.
Everyone has friends. There's online friends, friends to go out with on a Saturday night, friends to hang out with and do nothing, friends who show up on moving day. And then there are the friends who'll be there if someone is dealing with a mental illness. Are you one of those friends?
Teaching a kid football is one thing. Keeping a kid in school, that's the name of my game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Rihanna is adding her star power to the fight for gay rights in Russia. The singer posted a photo of herself on Twitter wearing a hat that read P-6. That's short for Principle 6, which is the campaign speaking out against Russia's anti-gay propaganda law. Rihanna also posted links to articles highlighting the issue. Russia has faced criticism for its policies involving homosexuality leading up to the Olympics in Russia. In June, its parliament passed a law that makes it illegal to tell children about gay equality. The international community has widely criticized the law as archaic and discriminatory. Last week, Russia's prime minister signed a decree banning foreign same-sex couples from adopting also Russian babies.
Are self-tying shoes the next big thing? Similar to the ones worn by Michael J. Fox in the Back to the Future character Marty McFly, Nike is working on recreating the idea, hoping to make them a success. Back in 2011, Nike released limited edition mags on eBay, but the shoes didn't have the lace-up technology. Soul Collector reports Nike's real-life self-tying shoes are hoped to debut in 2015.
And now we're going to take a final look at our weather with our very own Lucy Bergman.
Well, guys, if we take a peek at tomorrow's ClassCast, we do see that we start off the day at about the freezing mark. We're going to warm up to hit our high of about 37 degrees, and the big story tomorrow is the mixed precipitation that we're going to see. So take the precautions as you're heading out on the road, because it is going to be kind of a dangerous day as we head into the evening commute home.
Well, thank you so much, Lucy.
Thank you.
And Matt, how's sports update?
A big win for the men's basketball team tonight, winning the game 95-83 over Brockport. Great win by the boys today.
Well, thank you so much. And this has been WTOP 10 News. I'm Robert Hackford.
And I'm Lauren Toscano.
Have a great night, Oswego.